My name is Brad.
My name is Liz.
My name is Michael.
And I'm a national sales rep.
Before I started at ATS, I was a waitress for 11 years.
I worked at home with my wife. We owned a medical transcription / billing company.
I worked in the construction industry as a project coordinator.
How long did it take me to get my first customer? That is a fantastic question. It took me about 3 months.
I actually found my first customer within my first 2 months of being here. Started building up my book of business by researching, just Google mapping, kind of scrolling around, looking for companies that looked bigger.
By reaching out and prospecting to companies that I felt had similar interests as I do in my hobbies.
To get to a comfort level was just simply continue to putting myself out there and trying to just continue to reach. There's going to be some great phone calls where you get and you build a relationship with customers and you get to talk with them. There's going to be customers that you call and you're going to get hung up on right away. Just getting over those initial nerves was kind of the first part for me.
Typical day for me is I get into the office and I respond to emails that may have came in overnight, any phone calls that I may have missed throughout the night, responding to either operations or to our customers, making sure that any loads that need to go out that day are still on track to do so.
Reaching out and working with my current book of business and staying in touch with my customers on a regular basis. That would be including phone calls, emails, building loads, making sure that they're taken care of, especially ones that we already have booked with them, and making sure things are getting picked up from point A and gonna get delivered to point B in as smooth as possible process. Also reaching out to new customers and trying to bring them on board here at ATS.
When I get here in the morning, I have to grab a cup of coffee. Then I kind of check on how loads are moving from pickup from the night before.
My relationship with my manager is really easygoing. He is a person that you're able to go up and ask any question. Always been told there's never a dumb question, which is phenomenal. So that always brings the tension level down right from the get-go.
Our team is great. We're all different and weird, but we all kind of have our own weirdness and mesh together good. I guess our boss is pretty decent. I definitely like him, and don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, I learn a lot from my manager, a lot of insight that I may not know, being kind of a newer rep. Kind of picking the brain of my coworkers gives me new insight to things that I may have not known before.
Some of the challenges that I face with this role would be time management as well as multitasking. You never know what kind of challenge you're going to get from on a day-to-day basis, and so you have to be open-minded and be able to take on one challenge at a time.
Communication is a huge thing. Whenever any challenge comes up for me, make sure I reach out to the customer, let them know where we're at, and I like to come with a solution before kind of presenting the problem to them.
It's just hearing the word no and navigating on how to go about maybe trying something else with that customer, see if we can get in the door a different way. Just being resilient in that regard, being able to hear the word no and moving forward from there.
The thing that I enjoy the most about this role is working with my team. I've been here for 5 years, so I've had a chance to build some great relationships with them, not just here in the workplace, but outside the workplace as well.
Every day is a new challenge, keeps me on my toes. And I like building relationships with my customers.
Seeing our freight get picked up, being in transit and then being delivered cross country, knowing that we had a hand in helping that.
My biggest piece of advice for someone that's considering a national sales rep role here at ATS would be to be as open-minded as possible and look to build as many relationships as you can. And that's just not externally to our customers, but also internally here at ATS. We work with several other departments that we are dependent on, and they're dependent on us.
Like I said, I waitressed for 11 years. Never once did I think I was going to be in the transportation industry, and I was nervous and scared, and here I am 3.5 years later.
I guess my advice would be to have that resiliency and to be comfortable with hearing no and figuring out how you can move forward to turn that no into a yes.